Hello! It's time for Mario. We're going to do more of the Team Fantastic levels, unedited. Lesbian, I think you weren't coming. It didn't. Don't worry, it didn't get picked up. Yeah, that's not what you meant. It will be fantastic. We're not gonna listen to. All right, I was listening to this basically all work day. I am now 3 days into just updating Angular versions in our dumb package project thing at work, and I really hope that I'm done with it tomorrow, because it is the worst part of programming. We'll do volume 2 Strawberry Jams tonight. Even though I barely touched intermediate lobby. Dragon Hunter. He likes to put trolls sometimes in his levels, so we got to be a little bit on the lookout. Oh, wait, did that actually? No, not quite. Well, that almost would have worked. Yes, I will learn it. I will absorb it through its songs. Oh. Be right there, then there. He's using the mushroom stems. These are the 3s. We're starting the 3s tonight. We are done with all the 2.5s. Oh, that was a P-switch that popped out. I was expecting a mole. Yeah, you get a little bit more advanced shell tech in the 3s. Nothing crazy yet. Well, let's just practice that. No, I can't, because I can't get the surf. I need the shell for the surf. Yeah, I was considering maybe doing another like game dev stream, but honestly, I can't think. I can't really do any thinking tonight. I saw that. I saw a lot of people were streaming today that I was able to at least lurk a bit during. Turtle was doing Sunshine. I was doing Dabble Worlds. Might have been some others. I mean, I guess Dupu was Dupuing Mario. Hate thinking. I like thinking when it's fun. But it's like if you like doing some kind of physical activity, but you are absolutely out of energy. Then it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That maybe you don't always want to do the thing, because sometimes you're going to be tired. Dupu. So yeah, tonight I am brain tired, and so I will not be doing the braining tonight. But I would like to do another like 2-hour, about a little 2-hour video game project. I think that would be a cool thing to kind of work on, is instead of like diving into a really long project like Moon Rover or Dabble Worlds was, do on-stream programming for a while, but do it in short form. Do projects that can be fully completed, for better or for worse, in 2 hours flat. That was awful. Okay, so I guess the P-switch timer will end right in time. Me when I get cryogenically frozen. Bop. Yeah, I figure if we just work on our quick prototyping skills, that will be invaluable for being good at game dev stuff. It's like, I've already done lots of like actual projects that I've seen through to some level of completion. It would probably be a good idea to kind of work on sketching, basically game sketching. How fast can I just bang out a very basic idea with no care for, you know, making it extensible and long lasting and easy to maintain. No. We're just building throwaway garbage just to be able to quickly play around with an idea and see if it's any good. I think that is a fun thing to work towards. Ball Pinner Pro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd love to make a little pinball game. At some point, I'm going to have to learn how to do, like, how do I apply more complex textures to objects? Oh, okay, nice. We got that. That's got to be a checkpoint. Yeah, all right. Spin, spin, do something. Saw spring below. It's weird timing, but okay. Okay, then we're gonna land on the winged hard block. Oh, but there's also, I also see a cannon. Yeah, okay. Ugh, this is a little bit of a visual mess. I do see some mushroom stems up ahead that I need to pay attention to, because Dragon Hunter does like to use those for indication of where you're going to land on something. And it's actually a pretty nice item to use for an indicator because you can offset it by a half a tile. Yep, that's what those three are. Those three mushroom stems. But I have been watching a few extra little tutorials about Unity stuff. Learned some very useful things already that I want to be able to apply. Oh, okay, then there, over to there. I see another claw way down there for some reason. What? Oh, that indicator didn't quite line up. That is kind of, it is a good idea to do that way. It's like technically some people just use a pair of coins, which is nice, but if it's right next to another spot where you need to land, like in this case, it can get very cluttered. And you'll like collect some of the next indicator, and that can make it confusing on what you're supposed to do. So, you know, honestly, I think that's a good idea. Two, then here. Ah, okay. Okay, surf onto that. Presumably send that Koopa to the left. Is it, why is that? Is it because of the potential that they're actually functional and you don't know until you get there? It really works, looks super messy. It sure would be nice to have a, like, tiny coin in Mario Maker 3. One that is just there for indication. See, my momentum's all screwed up at that point because I'm, like, trying to wedge myself between the saws. Oh, and that time I was too ready for it. Yep. I can see the note block under that saw. The Koopa will be bounced off. Imagine a tiny coin item that can be placed, like, in the exact same spot that regular coins can be, or half a tile off in any direction, or diagonal, for just double the precision. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, I know, Hudson. I know. Would it be worth 1 coin, though, or would it just be purely indication? All right. As far as I can tell, Nintendo does not like to have single use case items. What is the timing on that? What is the timing on that? Come on now. For instance, even arrows are not single use. They actually are not just indication. Who knows what the other functionality of arrows? Mario Maker 2 quiz here. What is a functional use of arrows in Mario Maker 2? It's very niche. That's a hint. Is that it's not super useful, except when it is. A flag, no. Well, Al, I don't expect you to spot the difference. Arrows provide light, a small amount of light in dark levels. Tell the Goomba which way Mario is. Provides Goombas with instructions on where to go. Yeah, that's like super niche, but that's actually really handy to have in some cases. Because that way you can do hidden light sources, like behind walls even. Like behind solid tiles. Ah. I have some issues on that surf. Just grabbing the shell, we've only managed to grab it like once. Well, I guess the first time I made it up there, I managed it. Got rid of Bright Ghost House entirely. Oh, Night Ghost House. That makes more sense. Like, you want to get rid of Daytime Ghost House? What? Honestly, I feel like you can do some good things with dark levels, but there are far more bad dark levels than good dark levels. Oh, that's okay. That's the end of the section, actually. I just need to gun it to the left. Mobile is just bad. Learned a little bit about Unity's animator. In some ways, it's kind of similar to how you... Wait, why is that falling? Twitch Mobile stink. Dabble World's movie. Oh, jeez. Hudson, you may have some familiarity with keyframes in DaVinci Resolve. The way that you can like mark a time for an element, a video element, to like actually change properties. So you get to select which properties are changing, and then when they start changing, when they stop changing, what they're changing to. Like you can do position, rotation, all these different properties can be modified for a clip. It's the same thing in Unity, actually. I don't like that Podoboo is right there, which I thought was pretty cool. That's how you can do some basic animations of things. If you just wanted to do simple stuff like make an object rotate or bob up and down, for instance. It's like all that can be done with Unity's animations. In addition, you can have different states that objects can cycle between based on different conditions. If you know how to edit, already makes... Yeah, exactly. So you can make objects spin or bob, and you can do it only when certain conditions are true, and things can change between different states. So that's cool. That is really hard to grab. Why is the timing on that so weird? Sure was good at video editing. Gracie, are you tearing apart that pillow? You better not be tearing apart that pillow. Why is that so slow? Hang on, I've got the clear video here. Oh, let's see. Bop, bop, yep, bop, bop. Okay, now hold on. What is controlling the timing of that Koopa? Okay. I don't see anything. It's resolved. Classic Da Vinci. Ah, boo. All I gotta do is hit that Koopa to the next part, and then we're done with section 2. Way too early. Way too early. I went with throwing it at the indicator. That was the bad idea. So I still have to figure out like texturing and models and all sorts of other stuff. But I do feel like I am continuing to gain more pieces of information. And maybe if I do a once a week, like 2-hour game dev stream, you know, that will help me kind of brush up my skills a bit more and make it so that I can actually like know a lot of the stuff. I'm not sure. I think it depends. Like, I think if I have just a flat image I want to throw on the screen, I think that should be easy. Now, if I want to have like a full 3D model, then I feel like textures could get complicated. I feel like that's something to save for when I'm actually making a game. But I think my current plan is try and do a weekly game dev stream where just pick an idea and just run with it for 2 hours. Try to make something that is functional, not pretty, just works. And just do that every week until I'm good at Unity. And try to focus on different parts. So last time we had something that was like, it had physics, it had like an actual, like a very ugly, but a working menu, user input. Oh, don't start over. Yeah, exactly. Get more and more complex. Hudson, I think it's kind of the same concept, just on a different scale. Like, I think it basically is that. You're just kind of creating an image file, but then you have to do a little bit of... I cannot for the life of me get that guy to go to the left. Hovercat Kai's... Oh no, Popples. You would... Al's Hovercat levels were really fun. Hold left. There we go. Oh, come on. What is this? Okay. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't have to like it. Oh. Now, is that the end? That might be the end. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oi. Janky level, mate. That is ridiculous, Al. You have a ton of Dabble Worlds levels. You are the Dabble Worlds catalog. And then Popples is the Dabble Worlds Kaizo collection. Okay. 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 Nope. Oh, jeez. That was close. I almost missed that checkpoint somehow. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? What is this? Is this just do this? Because I can do that. I can do that all day. I can't do that all day. Okay, that is what we're doing. We're just it's just a boss fight of sorts. Hit the switch a million times, win. At least I'm getting all these 1-ups too. Only 3 of your Dabble Worlds are like that now. Hot take. That's the thing, is like it's definitely doable. It's just the UI becomes the issue. Okay, I have a key. Oh wait, I have to actually... Where am I going? Okay, okay, I need to jump. Okay, so those last munchers don't go away. I thought I was clearing them all out, but no. It's like I could probably do it with just like a scrollable panel or something. Yeah, pagination is going to be annoying too. That's something I'm really putting off because I know it's going to be a nightmare. It requires actual back-end changes to the game. It's like when I'm adding a new... I guess the order of difficulty is like, okay, I'm adding a new course element. It's like, okay, that's not too bad. You know, draw a little bit of art, give it some logic, make it available in the editor, add it to the manifest, the grand sprite list to make sure that it can like be read in correctly. But then things like new menus is like, okay, hang on, this is a little bit trickier because I never built a decent UI system for Dabble Worlds. It's very kind of piecemeal. It's like, all right, it's working, you know, it's not great, but it's good enough for now. And then the hardest thing is, okay, I need a new menu option with actual functionality, like something that doesn't exist today. That becomes much more in depth. That's the last one there. Negative SMM. Dragon Hunter likes to do boss fights in his levels. I thought I could catch up. The Dabblepedia. It's like at this point, I'm not gonna rewrite the whole UI system. Absolutely not. So it's like, even if I added the Dabblepedia, it's like we're still not getting, you know, a more usable UI subsystem for me to use when building out things in the game. But yeah, back end. Okay, here's where we can jump over. Oh, jeez. Back end stuff is like, all right, now I need to actually. What are we doing? Are those gonna land on me? I hope not. Like I said, Dragon Hunter does like to put in trolls in his levels. He's up there with Big Jelly of being he will be mean. All right, 45 to go, and they're all going to be at least that hard. But yeah, for pagination stuff, I have to actually update how the game requests a list of levels, how it manages that information, and then also like I need the back end to be able to say, to take in like, not only do you want this type of level list, but you want page number X of it. And that's where it gets tricky. Oh, thank you, Germ. Thank you for the heads up. I'm not even gonna try to solve the age-old problem of what if it's like you request. Let's say you want items by most recent. Okay, this is a common problem, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to come up with a solution for it. What? Oh, okay. What? Oh, I'm supposed to bonk that, not get up there. That's true. It's true. Actually, making a oldest sort order would not be that hard. It's just, I feel like that's not something I want to promote. Okay, that's where I'm going. It's like creating a list of like worst least liked levels or something. It's like, no, I don't want I don't want you to have access to the least liked things, because that's going to be people that are intentionally making bad stuff. I don't want you to find intentionally bad stuff. Similarly with oldest, it's like there's nothing good about oldest, except for like vaguely, it's like, oh, that's neat, I guess this is the oldest Abworlds level. It's obviously a test level. Yeah, the early ones are the ones that I made. They're not good. There's nothing that I think you should like want to seek out for oldest. It's like newest, yes, that makes sense. It's like you want to be playing the levels that, hey, you haven't seen before. But oldest is like, the list will never change. I guess that's what I'm getting at. The list of oldest levels will never change. And so it's like, once you see those levels, it's like, all right, that's it. But yeah, that could buy me some time, just so I don't have to worry about. Oh, jeez, I hate when both of those break. I guess that's true. Hold the button. Oh no. Actually, you could do a Stanley Parable Save the Baby style game, I bet, with a pig. Because can't you? Isn't there a conveyor belt that you can turn on and off, and then you could like use that to keep the pig from going too far, but not all the way across, and all this other stuff. It'd be great. People would love it. Oh, but the pagination issue that's so very common is that you have a case where, let's say you're looking by most recent. You got the 10 most recent levels, and then you go to page 2. All right. Now, if I'm programming this, The naive approach, which I admittedly am going to use, is that when you request page 2, I am going to, at that moment, look up the list of levels by most recent, and I'm going to skip the first 10. I'm going to give you, starting with number 11, the most recent 11th through 20th level. However, what happens if between the time you pull the list of most recent first 10 and the time you hit the next page button, what if someone uploads a level? That changes things. Like now, you're no longer getting numbers 11 through 20 in most recent. Well, I mean, you are, but it's not the same that you would have been getting. So there's going to be you're going to have this weird case where you're going to see number 10 from the previous page as number 11 on the new page. And in some situations, depending on what type of list you're searching for, not in the case of most recent, well, I guess somebody could delete a level, but the point is that like sometimes you could lose some information there. Like you could get like a level that gets skipped because the information changed between when you were looking at page 1 and page 2. Now, what some sites will do to handle that is they won't just pass in that you're looking for page 2. They'll say, I'm looking for the next 10 after such and such record. But I feel like that has kind of the same issue because like order can shift around. There's probably like legit ways to handle this. Like there's probably I stood on that conveyor belt for just a moment. Hover through spring boxes. You'll have to send me a demo of that. That sounds unintended. I'm not gonna say 100%, but it certainly sounds unintended. But yeah. Oh. So anyway, I'm basically going to ignore that potential issue with a multi-page list. It's like honestly, if the file sizes for some of the levels were a bit smaller, I would probably just send like 1,000 records at a time, because it turns out that the hosting costs are not that bad. What? No, that arrow is not for throw. Originally the plan was just send the level metadata, like just send name, thumbnail, who it's by, all that good stuff. Yes, Germdove, I am, because it turns out, believe it or not, for most levels, the level is smaller than the thumbnail. Like Dabble World's level size, unless you've got a big level, like admittedly, some of the levels that you guys have made, the thumbnail image is like the largest part of the payload for a lot of those levels. I need to like do a little double back or something. Oh, is that what it wants me to do? Oh yeah, look at that. Good call, Hudson. Yeah, Al, you do have some big ones. Well, originally I thought that the version of SQL Server that Azure used would clamp the size of a text column, such as how I store the level data, would clamp it to like 4,000 characters, but it does not. You can actually go pretty far beyond that. But I'm still hovering at around $10 a month for hosting costs, so I'm not too worried about sending all that extra data. Thank you, Popples. That will help in troubleshooting that when I get some time to do that. I've been absolutely just drained from work stuff. So I've not touched Dabble Worlds outside of the stream the other day for it. Close, close. I wonder if there's just some kind of dead zone in the middle that's causing that. Okay, that's not how you do it. You don't want to line up on the blue. So yeah, I need to make some pagination code. One big thing is I want to temporarily make the level calls backwards compatible so that you can... that's what we're doing. Wow. What am I doing here? Okay, nothing's breaking, right? Okay, so double bounce. Okay, bounce on both beetles, grab the bottom beetle, shoot it to the left on the on-off switch. That's gonna drop the spring and open that mole into question mark. And then it's blind. I see a conveyor under it, so Shell is gonna be catching up to me. That's... that timing... To put me back here, that timing is a little bit rough. Like, if it was automatic, I'd be like, all right, yeah, fine. But, like, all right, it's not that far, but that's still a little... It's... I won't go so far as to say jank, but a little inconsistent on that setup. Oh. Oh, it's the thwomp that does that. Yeah, it's a long way to go for this to, like, not even be consistent. Oh, jeez. All right. We got an H, though. No more after this. It's like, honestly, I'm wondering, like, pagination can't be that bad. I'll have a secondary call so that the old call will on the API will still be there, and I won't be breaking the app during production release, just in case. Like, what if I have to roll back and then it's like, oops, the back end's already out there. Oh, that was just magic. I've mentioned this before. I hate that note blocks get drawn behind saws, because you hide so much of what is about to happen. It's like anytime there's a saw set up, I'm like, something might bounce behind that, but I'll never know until it happens. So it's like, it just really lowers the amount of time you have to read those setups. And I know Nintendo was not thinking about, like, whether that would be an issue or not. That's not a throw indicator. What is that left arrow? Could I have stood down there where that green Koopa was? Guess we'll find out. Nope. What is that? Saws were drawn behind note blocks. That's true. That's true. I mean, that's just an issue with 2D games in general, is you're going to have things drawn in different orders. All right, what am I doing here? Oh, that's just go. That's just go. What are they ticking? What's that mysterious musical ticking? That, I have some dangerous thoughts here. No, never mind. I was about to say, well, hold on. Those icicles, at like this first big jump up here, you can stand on those. Right there. You can barely catch the edge of that and jump over unless there's a hidden block. I'm still considering it because you could probably... Hang on. Let's see, what level are we on? We're on this one. Let's just pull up the level viewer real quick. Just take a quick look. I'm just gonna play normally for this run. Because I've already landed on the icicles once. Okay. Let's see. There are no hidden blocks there. There are no hidden blocks there. I'm trying to determine if you could clear that big jump though. Ooh. It's absolutely pointless. It's way harder. It's super precise, but also, and it's off screen. It's an off-screen landing, but wouldn't it be cool if I spent the next hour trying to land on a tiny corner of an icicle? Ooh. For no good reason. See, I gotta slow down pretty hard to make sure I get enough of a vertical direction. But then I have to speed up enough to clear that gap. So I'm thinking like, no way. There's no way to do that. But also, what if? What if you could just barely just do a little one frame jump off of it? You know, wouldn't that be really, really poggers? This song is giving me Hollow Knight vibes. I caught the edge of it. You saw that. I landed on the icicle. So that's the first part of this. Oh, delightfully devilish. Yes! Get cheesed! Wow! That was so dumb. It was so dumb to attempt that. I gotta put a stream marker there. I'm gonna go back and what's up? Oh, at least it wasn't your level, right? Oh my gosh, that was so dumb. And so easy to de-cheese, just to like just throw some invisible blocks there. Nobody's ever supposed to be going up Oh my gosh, that was so dumb. That would be funny, Al. What are you doing, Gracie? Okay, just wanted to check if she was needing to go out yet. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. And it didn't even take me multiple hours. Oh, Sauce, good to see you. Oh, that's okay. I see, I see. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I can already tell. That was some good cheese. Okay, we're gonna jump off of that, and then we're gonna grab this guy. Grab him, throw him, surf, and then we're back to normal level. The clip you tried to make is broken. Don't worry, I got the marker in. Is that a practice door up there? That's got me a little bit worried that there's some terrible ending. Ooh, okay, I need more speed. I have the need for more speed. Let's see what this is up here. Okay, so this is the end of the first, oh geez, okay, end of the first section, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a level. Okay, it's only 32 seconds. Just gotta play good for 32 seconds. I didn't get a running jump there, because although I am moving very fast, I am not actually running. There. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, she's laying down. Okay. Good throw. Good throw. Man. That is it is demanding. Nope, not good enough. What do you mean, wait a minute? I don't know what you're talking about. What are we at? 7,700 now? Just keeps going. Or should be SD. They should all be just different shades of gray instead of purple. Okay, there we go. That's fair. That's fair. I can look ahead a little bit. Yeah, 2 dark purple, 2 light purple. That's right. Shells are so tiny. Just a really fast-moving single tiles. You okay?
Yeah. Almost dropped my mug, but I saved it.
Good save. Good mug save.
Thanks.
Gotta protect your mug. Not fast enough. Not by a long shot. Man. I'm like struggling on the first trick here. Wait, do you not like the colorful SNES layout? Oh, gee, all right. Okay, then I grab this one, throw it there, and then I'm riding, jumping. Okay, and then that's the pipe. Ooh. Ooh. Really? Germ just loves having bad opinions. Nice opinion. It really is. Okay. Oh, okay, gotta land on it. Super jump. And into the pipe. Okay. Ooh. Wow, Germ. Wow. What? No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I liked All Stars. And I thought Zelda 2 was weird and different. So there. Ooh, okay. If it brushes up against the muncher, it's not going to hit. Yeah! That is going to be really tough to land on that. But it's so pretty. The bad version. I didn't have any version of SMB2 as a kid. I didn't have All Stars. I didn't have actual SMB2. I didn't have Zelda. I had Hockey and Mario 1 and 3. Actually, the Mario games I owned growing up were, in order, Mario 1, Mario 3, Yoshi's Island, Mario RPG, Mario 64. And then several others beyond 64. But those are the childhood Mario games I had. Thank you for the follow. And hello. Appreciate you coming by tonight to enjoy some lovely Mario Maker grinds and wrong opinions about All Stars. I played Mario Teaches Typing in school. And you know what? You know what? Those funjucational kind of games, those actually work on getting kids interested. Because like I saw my teacher typing at like full speed and I was like, "Oh, look at Mario Go. I want to type like that." So you know what? Yeah. Everyone share your worst Mario opinion. Strollin' Stew was not that good of an enemy. There, I said it. I don't remember who the teacher was, because that was in like 2nd grade. So I was like 7 years old. I have no idea.
What happened?
Mario teaches typing.
Oh,
Oh. Hey. Oh, geez, that is really mean because you're going to be fighting that momentum hard. Okay, let's go from the practice door now. Oh, that is rough. He was a good Strollin' Stew was in fact a Goomba. The Mario Wiki puts him under the Goomba classification. Oh, all right, you gotta go fast there. A Alolan Goomba. Yeah, I guess regular Goombas didn't show up in Sunshine. Man, Sunshine just didn't have a lot of regular enemies. Okay, I can do that one. Oh, come on. Come on with this. That's the Nye, huh? I went to a different island, yeah. Like, did any old... I'm trying to think, did any existing Mario enemies show up in Sunshine, or was it all new stuff? Because, like, that's an accomplishment in of itself, because Nintendo loves to recycle Mario enemies. Jeez, that's gonna be rough. Okay, yeah, we're gonna die there a few times, and it's gonna hurt every time. Okay, yeah, that's true. There was Big Boo, but also the little ones that turn into platforms, which I guess you could kind of say were Super Mario World references. But you got the Cataquacks. You got the little goopy guys everywhere. There are piranha plants, but they're like different. Okay, then the Nye. Oh, look, that's what's gonna happen. That momentum. Were there Rocky Wrenches? I guess of a type. Oh yeah, there were Chain Chomps. There were Chain Chomps. The Rocky Wrenches had like mech cannons. Yeah. Bloopers. Blooper. Okay, there were a few returning enemies. Blooper. All right, Mario, we're gonna go to this tropical island. We're gonna have a vacation, you and me. That is a rough ending. I'm gonna go do some push-ups, spray some water. What is the timing on that? Mario games made by Nintendo, kind of meh. The fans make better games. Oh, that is a spicy opinion. That's got some kick to it. It's rough. I need to get pretty close to the spring, I think. for this nigh. Not that close. It bounces off pretty fast, as it turns out. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. These are some rough opinions. I feel like my Paper Mario opinions are the mainstream. Well, I'd like to think that my Paper Mario opinions are the mainstream opinions, but the fact that Nintendo is making the new Paper Mario games instead of old Paper Mario games means that they are making money. Like, if the old Paper Mario games would make them more money, they would make the old Paper Mario games. That is like maybe a 2-frame jump. I want a little bit of speed off of it, but not. I don't want no speed. If I do a first frame jump, I think I basically it just doesn't bug my momentum at all. Oh, that is gonna be really annoying to land that. Okay, and then what? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. So I can do one of these to get across. Oh, okay. And then there's those, and then in the door, and then we're done. Ooh, I didn't notice those were blue platforms down below. All right, that is not gonna be easy. He's barely even a character. He was the villain. All right, Mario fans. In what game was Waluigi the main villain? Not Wario and Waluigi, but specifically Waluigi. Sammy boy, hello. Welcome in. I will give you a hint. It is not what you would call a mainline Mario game. Is this Hardware Store by Weird Al? Is that what's going on here? No, not Mario Tennis. In Mario Tennis, the opening cinematic featured both Wario and Waluigi acting as kind of the antagonists. Nothing ever. Like, I'm getting vibes that this was meant to be a reference to Weird Al's Hardware Store. One of the Mario parties. No, but you're on the right track. You've got the right idea in that it's like it's one of the not quite a Mario games. It's not Donkey Kong. Waluigi, to my knowledge, has never appeared in a game in which Donkey Kong was like a title character. Mario flavored games. Game & Watch original. No. If you look it up, do not say the answer in chat. That would be a good competition. And kind of a fair fight. Oh, I'm right. I'm on top of him. Come on, give that one to me. Ooh, is it Wii or newer? I want to say it was GameCube. Definitely not earlier than GameCube. Like, potentially it was on the Wii, but I really think it was GameCube. Oh, that's basically the same. That's a 9 itself. That should be a checkpoint, man. Come on. Don't make me do both of those sections in one go. That's a nightmare. Okay, that would have landed. Does WarioWare count as a Mario series game? Ooh, that's rough, because it feels like Wario's kind of his own thing now. Ever since WarioWare. Once he got the jacket, he stopped being a Mario character. It's just not possible. We had a team of programmers working on it for years. Couldn't be done. Oh. Sammy is here. Snuck in when you weren't looking. Oh, wow, that one. Popple's got it. Popple's got it. It was the Mario DDR game. STL. The only thing that's programming adjacent that I can think of for STL is that's the file format for like 3D print files or something. Which I only know because of my brief stint of fiddling around with a 3D printer. Oh, that is rough. All right, here we go. Here's our first shot. And nope. All right, that's one nigh. There was a DDR Mario game? There was. And Waluigi was the villain. He stole the magic music notes or something. It was a Mario game. What are you what are you gonna do? Pain. Come on, that's only one nigh, and this is a short level. I've done much worse than this. Okay, getting better at that one. He had some moves, yeah. Actually, I never played the game. I had, for a time, a USB dance pad, like not too long ago. And I was gonna try and stream with it some games. I'm not very good at DDR stuff, just to be clear. But it's a good way to get some cardio in. Songless is wild, it is. But that thing like crapped out on me after like 2 weeks. It was embarrassingly short-lived. Granted, I only spent maybe like $15 on it. So I don't think I should expect much from a third-party DDR pad. I was trying to ride that momentum a little bit. Pomp and circumstance with Mario. STL is the library that adds... I'm trying to read chat, but also Mario. Vectors, maps, strings, cues, stacks, and heaps. I probably used that like back in college then, because I vaguely remember having access to those structures in C without having to build them myself. I mean, we at one point I'm sure we did have to build them ourselves, but yeah, that kind of seems familiar. You became a bar person. Oh no. Oh, I mean, yeah, I would always hold the bar. I wish the bar was in front of me. Oh, dang it. Scrape the side of the muncher there. Like, that was my only way to play, really, was, like, holding onto the bar. What kind of programmer am I? That's a loaded question. Professionally, I do corporate apps, which means that a big company pays me to make very specific software that no one else would ever use except them. Like, sometimes it's on the level of like, hey, Bob in accounting has to do this same thing every week and it takes him like 3 hours, but it's the exact same steps. Please automate this so he doesn't have to do it ever again. And it can just happen from a button click. And some of it is, hey, we need you to spend the next 6 years of your life working on a single web application and nothing else. And that's happened 2 different times. That I've just become the forever, this is your app, this is where you're gonna live for the next half decade or so. You're gonna work on this one very, very specific reporting application. Has it been 20? You know what? Actually, I guess I've been at this one company for, yeah, around 10 years or so. But that is what I do professionally for programming. For fun, I make video games. I mean, I can give you a vague idea that it's... Honestly, it's the dumbest thing. I found the previous one I worked on more interesting. The one I'm working on now is a glorified reporting dashboard. It's like some data scientists will build a lot of charts, pretty charts, in their little reporting suite that we pay oodles of money for. And then I put those on a web page and make buttons that will automatically populate some parameters to the URL. That's really about it. I rig voting booths for a living. It's a living. Yeah, but I only rig Twitch polls. Okay, there we go. Getting that. Okay, in the pipe. But yeah, the dashboard thing, it really is. I'm just working with some already existing library, so I'm not really getting to do anything fun with that. Hey, all right, now we got to do the choke check. Blue platforms. Blue platforms, it's a 3-tile jump to the... all right, icicles are not falling. There we go. I don't think there was any shenanigans going on here. Okay, just 1-ups. Got it. Woo. Got it. It's another one down. That was a tough one. There was some serious what do you call it? Like momentum management going on. Thank you for the GGs. One side project I got to work on a while back, which is very relevant, is the website that I'm pulling this list of levels from, which is teamfantastic.com. It's another maker team. You know, Team Shell has their own site. Actually, Team Shell is like fully Discord. No, they do have a website. They do have a website. But it's like when you're on the website, what do you want me to do there? Go under that? When you're on the website, I don't know if they might have changed this from last I tried it. Is that supposed to be like a min? What is that? It's like on Team Shell when you want to mark a level as cleared from their website. When you press the button, all it does is gives you the command to take to Discord. Whoops. But Team Fantastic website actually uses your Discord ID to mark the clear for you. That is not what you're supposed to do. Oh, the snowball is to change your jump state. Okay. Yeah. To change you to a regular jump. That's why the snowball's there. Money well spent, Dupu. Now the big project that I've been working on for the past like year. Oh yeah, that's basically the Team Shell website, yeah. No, they at least let you view the list of levels and stuff. But yeah, for marking clears, you have to go to the Discord. And I was like, surely that's, oh boy. Hang on, let me look at the clear vid for this. What am I seeing here? Oh, okay, that's the halfway point, and then it's, oh geez. What am I looking at here? Okay, and then a checkpoint. Good, good. Those from the Team Shell website. You have to do a login command in the Discord's bot. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah. They do a token-based system. And it's like, you know, guys, you can just authenticate through Discord these days. And so that's what I did. And you know what? I think it works way better. I'm surprised Team Shell has not implemented the same thing for their setup. Now that we've got this working on Team Fantastic. Ballcatcher Pro needs tokens. The video for Josh Bones' clear starts like right here. It's because it isn't their website. What do you mean it isn't their website? Oh, because it's like just a... Oh, because it's just the Maker Team's default like setup. Hello? Where'd he go? I'm kind of surprised about that. Like, I thought Team Shell was like... I thought they were the Maker website, basically. Like, I figured they were first, they were in charge. The shell is killing him. Michelle. I figured that the whole, like, Maker Teams thing spawned from Team Shell. Team Pipe was first. I never in a million years would that have been my guess. Today I learned. Oh, Dooku. It is ridiculous. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Except for the shell. Ugh. A shell trampoline jump. Pipes did come before the shells. How about that? More Ballcatcher Pro. You know what? Maybe on Friday we'll make a new Ballcatcher Pro. So that's something programming related that I'm doing now is I'm learning Unity. You put a link to Dabble Worlds on Ballcatcher Pro website. Yes. So in my free time, I do game development programming, which is my favorite kind. I keep forgetting what happens next. My pride and joy right now is Dabble Worlds, which is Mario Maker, but the way I want it to be. Which is an incredibly like self-centered vanity project of like, hey guys, I bet I could build my own Mario Maker, but with a retry from checkpoint button, which Nintendo apparently could not figure out how to do. Ballcatcher Pro was a Unity game I knocked out on stream in 2 hours as a learning project last week, and now everybody loves it for some reason, even though it's like the dumbest my first game that you've ever seen. Like, default skybox and everything. Oh, that was almost it. Arrgh. I need to rewatch what comes after that part. So then it is grab the shell, land on him. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. In the pipe is the checkpoint. Either that or snake. I've been doing game dev stuff for like as long as I could program, because that's what I really enjoy doing. Oh, dang it. Let's see. The big game before Dabble Worlds was Moon Rover, which was also that one was done pretty much entirely on stream. Like, that was made from chat's suggestions, where everybody decided, hey, the game should have this and the game should have that, and I was like, okay, let's try it. I can do dry bone midair entry really well, but like something about like the screen scrolling down so much beforehand is like really throwing me off on that. Now that's a hot opinion, Popples. Oh, all right, that was a weird combination. I mean, basically, yeah. Yeah, the game was cheatable. We'll just say it was like old school cheats and call it a draw. How about that? Nah, I wiggled. I'm quite proud of what Moon Rover became. Like, I feel like that was a lot of fun. Just to make kind of a more and more involved process from just vanilla JavaScript. Actually, Dabble Worlds is vanilla JavaScript too. Well, no, it's TypeScript. Never mind. Not the same. Not the same when you get down to it. Moon Rover had its own merch. It's true. Oh, it's because I'm bouncing up above the on-off. Yeah, that one's mine. That's my marketable plushie. One dog. No. There's two. There is another. It's just that it has a flower embroidered on it because it's little toadettes. Shell jumps. All this for the checkpoint. But I'll probably try and do another game dev stream, maybe Friday. The dog is the friends we made along the way. I believe in the direct, it showed that it was from Hovercrafts. It is, isn't it? All right, here we go. Gonna try and get this mid-air entry. Yeah, I do need to get good at Unity. Oh. Checkpoint. What happens next? Okay, that, then onto there, then Z. This is readable so far. Yeah, 1.7 Dabble Worlds update was sizable. Okay. They're here! Allie! Pratchat! Pratchat. Welcome! Dupu! Oh, what is this? Oh, I see. Al, welcome. Oh my gosh, everybody's here now. Bunny Monster, hello, hello. How were the unnameable things that we can't say the word for? What is that move? Or did that expire? I don't know. I don't know how the rules go. Hold on. Oh, we can say it now. Okay. Gabagoo. All right, hang on. I'm going to watch how this goes. All right, you do that, you do that, you do that. Oh, he does catch up to it, and that's not all. Then you... Oh, geez. Z, spin up, up, and then the goal. Okay, got it. Yeah, get yourself a nice drink. Do a mid-R. I mean, yes. Josh Bones is expecting me to do a mid-R here. Get you a snack. Snack! Rolls! Is it time to start the rolls? Oh, guys, it's time to start the rolls. Well, should I wait till Gracie needs to... No, I should... Josh did make some good Dabble Worlds levels. He should come back to Dabble Worlds. All right, I need to start the bread, but I will be back. Mid-R or you mid-R? Okay. Oh. Hovercat made bread dough for rolls, and those rolls are now cooking up. How though? Okay, there we go. We got to do something magical with the way that the spring is bouncing off of the moving thwomp, gives it additional velocity. Oh no. Oh. So that's it. That's it right there. We use that additional speed from the thwomp. And we can actually catch up with it. You had some jank there. Well, we'll see how it goes. What were we talking about? Games. Oh, Unity. The question was, how am I learning Unity? Basically, I'm just getting the bare bones details from like some of those really baby like how-to Unity tutorials that I just need to know, like, all right, what are the basics? How can I put things on the screen? And now let's just work from there. Whee! So my current plan for learning is just maybe once a week. What we'll do is just a full stream of just build a tiny little game with what we know and a little bit of what we don't, And hopefully, in addition to learning a little bit more every week, also we will we will kind of really ingrain what we've been learning each week. So we'll get a little bit better and a little bit faster at the stuff that we weren't fast at last time. It's like you're good at making games or something. We'll see. Whoops. Should be a programmer or something. 3D Dabble Worlds. So Dabble Worlds is interesting because it is... Whoop, possible run. Oh, I kicked it the wrong way. Dabble 64. Oh man, go old school graphics. Like go intentional, like really bad polygons, 30 FPS. Classic 64 collectathon. See, Dabble Worlds is weird because it's the first game for the Dabble IP, but it's a maker game. That's not how those usually work. Maker games usually come after you have the established game set up. Because then it's like you can pull from all the old games and be like, oh, remember that enemy from that game? Oh yeah, let's put that in the maker game. The Little Big Planet. Exactly. Hello, Kerbska. So here I am having to come up with everything from scratch. That it's basically to fill a ecological niche in a maker game. It's all very clear if you play the levels. That's me. Yeah, see... it's gonna be really weird to make a paper dabble kind of game. Especially because I think Worlds is going to get dropped a little bit from the title. I would like to make a like basically what is Super Mario World to Mario Maker. I would like to make the actual Super Mario World game, of which Dabble Worlds is like the maker analog. It's like hypothetically, if Dabble Worlds was a maker game built on a Super Nintendo game, what does the Super Nintendo game look like? Because it would have like, you know, the enemies you find in Dabble Worlds, a lot of the items, but everything would be much more, I guess, created specifically for levels rather than, like, in Dabble Worlds, all the enemies that are there are, it's because they have a unique movement pattern that can be applied to whatever kind of level you want to make. It's like we got your enemy that walks back and forth, the enemy that bounces back and forth, the enemy that flies back and forth, the enemy that chases, the enemy that, you know, is stationary, etc. But like, what if we could actually make a game with like in-depth levels that are cool and interesting and unique? It's like that. I could do that in Unity. I can do that without Unity. Like, honestly, I could make that. Dang it. It's okay. We'll be back. We'll be back really quick. I could do that really quick. I got too distracted talking. We had the option to clip into a wall. That's what worries me a little bit about you. Well, not that specifically. One thing that worries me a little bit about building a platformer in Unity is I feel like I have less control over the physics to some degree. Because like in Dabble Worlds, I am basically giving frame by frame information to the engine on, all right, the first frame of their fall needs to be this many pixels. The second frame needs to be this many pixels. Kicked, etc. But that's not really what Unity wants you to do, it feels like. Like, it feels like it really wants you to use their engine, you know? And maybe that's me just making up things, and that's not really the case at all, but it's like, that's just kind of my understanding of it, is like, it feels like they really want you to do things within their engine. Yeah, it's like everything's a mysterious black box. Crap. It's like, in Dabble Worlds, I know how every bit of it works because I, unfortunately, made it all. What the actual plot of a Dabble Worlds game would be. See, there's not the traditional sort of princess rescue because Hovercat is a strong, independent woman. Actually, we're quite codependent. Curbsky could be our princess. Battle is main villain. I doubt it. I feel like Battle feels more of the, you know, the Shadow Mario. It's like an obstacle kind of thing. Yeah, it's got to be the Dabble Dragon, right? The Dabble Dragon! It's like, at this point, I don't even know what the general world of the Dabble Worlds would look like. I've played around with some ideas when trying to think, like, what would a Paper Mario style game be like? Because it's like, I don't know, it's like, the Paper Mario universe is like, okay, you got these independent places, and there's hints of there being like some kind of trade between, they're kind of like kingdoms, but they're all within the Mushroom Kingdom, and everybody knows Mario. Like, he's not some random guy. It's like, oh yeah, Mario. Yeah, he's a celebrity of sorts within the Mario universe. Except when he's not, and that's played for laughs, when it's like, Mario who? Oh, Mario, yeah, come on in, Marty-o. And it's like, haha, that's the joke. Of course everybody knows who Mario is. Well, now she's going to the corner. So it's like, I have a blank slate for the Dabble Worlds IP. I feel like no matter what, Mario movie punchline. I feel like no matter what, the main character of Dabble would probably be a silent protagonist. There we go. Back to the checkpoint. It's like, if I were smart right now, I would just disable pause on my controller. But I'm not. The Dabbler. It's like, actually, the Hovercat character within Dabble Worlds is not even named. Like, obviously the players are stand-ins for myself and Hovercat, but we always call the Dabble character Dabble, not Dobbs. So hypothetically, the Hovercat character is not Hovercat, but it is Hovercat's avatar, who would have a different name? Dabblet. Ew. That doesn't sound very good at all. I was thinking I could lean into the pixel style. Ooh, all right. You need a lot of momentum there. Yeah, Dabble is a playoff of Dobbs. Like, the whole title of Dabble Worlds was a playoff of Dobbs Works. Like, that was the gag there. But it also fits nicely because you're playing around with neat little, you know, old school pixel style video game ideas. And it's like, I could lean into that theme and make the whole idea be that everything's very blocky in the not the Dabble Kingdom. That'd be like calling it the Mario Kingdom. Floaty feline. Oh, hovercat. See, that's perfect. See, if we lean into the pixel theme of everything being pixely, then you could go with like Dot, which is, you know, not the most beautiful name, but the Dabble world. No, I'm pretty sure that it's not like in the same way that it's not the Mario, the welcome to the Super Mario world. Like, no, it's the Mushroom Kingdom or Dinosaur Island or Isle Delfino. Mario is just there. It's not like anything is named after him. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this. There we go. Super Mario World. The game is named after him. Dablerico. Dabble and Dot is kind of cute. There you go, see? The Warner sister. I mean, that did come to mind there. 2X V4T. T. That's true. We've got pet names, you know, because we've been married for 10 years. Super normal, not strange pet names. Something very much like honey or deer. Not anything weird. Not anything weird. Little Toadette's gonna think her name's Little Toadette. You do, Al. Actually, I've got some super interesting ideas if I were to do a Paper Mario style Dabble Worlds game. Mostly because of Al's penchant for barrels. Unfortunately, that is her name. Yeah. Okay, so that comes down at a 45. Short! What's going on? That's true. She likes to pretend to be a cat. Everybody wants to be a cat around here. I'm telling you what. No, the idea of your barrel affinity. And I don't know if this would be an item or just like a normal skill you could use. Hang on. I've got the hang on. Paint. Bring out Microsoft Paint. Paint. Why aren't you capturing paint? Oh, because I changed it to be like see-through. All right, paint. So imagine, if you will, like a sure, we'll use this. So you got like so the one thing we've described so far was the idea of a tactical, like a Paper Mario style game in which like the game area is divided into like cells of enemies. So let's say you got a pig here. That's not a pig. There's a pig. Like you got a pig here, a pig here, and a pig here, and then Dabble over here, looking very bean-like. And the idea is that when you choose to jump, you bonk, 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 and you damage multiple enemies. But if you had a case where there was a gap, like you killed the second enemy, you can no longer bonk, bonk, bonk because there's a gap and you can't bridge that gap. So you just bonk, end of move. So I was thinking, what would be a cool move in this game would be a barrel that you basically stand on it and roll it into the first enemy, and that pushes the enemy back 1 cell, and then you continue your maneuver from there into a jump. Anyway, I was like, that seems like super complicated though, you know? Like, that just seems like a lot to... Oh, geez, this is working surprisingly well. Oh, had to open my big... Oh, was that the end? No, that was a checkpoint. So, I think that's, like, super involved. Germdub, you keep saying that word. I do not know what it means. It's a game... Did I play any puzzle levels today? No, I've only been doing these this is a 3.0 difficult Team Fantastic levels. Someday I'm gonna remember by the time that stream ends, but not this day. Oh, thank you, Jubu. You can tell it's a pig because of the way it is. Yeah, it's like, that feels super complex as a maneuver. And it's like, okay, in Paper Mario, it's like you got moves that let you hit multiple enemies, but they always cost a resource to do. And so the question is like, okay, do I make it like that move takes up a little bit of your mana reserve? Or does that cost an item to use a barrel? And what about just the regular, like, I feel like the regular jump thing where you're jumping on multiple enemies, I feel like you want to do that all the time. It's like, does that make the barrel overpowered because it both moves an enemy and damages all enemies in a row? It was all about battlefield and turn order management. So you're saying I should steal everything I can from it. Gotta collect barrels to do the barrel move. See, I feel like a common theme, and I don't know if this is good or not, a common theme in the early Paper Mario games was very limited inventory. Like, we're talking at the beginning of the game, you can hold 10 items. But item-based combat, as we saw in later Paper Marios, kind of sucks.
Do a barrel roll.
I'm sure... Ah, oh, that was right there. I'm sure Kerbska can tell you guys all about how great Sticker Star is. I never played it. Don't like inventory limits. Do like a loadout sort of system. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So what does the limited inventory kind of get for you? It's basically like you have to be strategic about, like you can't just load up on damaging items and like completely annihilate a boss or something. It's like the top 8 of Mario RPG games for sure. It's like, I know in my heart that Thousand Year Door is my favorite Paper Mario game, but I have to make sure that I'm not, like, just basically doing everything exactly as Thousand Year Door did it because that's how Thousand Year Door did it. Okay, that's the jump right there where I need a lot of speed to get all the way over here. He's really selling it hard. Oh, it's that moment. Yeah, you stand on that snowball for more than like a frame, and you are just getting pulled in the direction it goes. Well, that's the tricky thing, is like in Mario Maker, I have so much time in it, I know exactly which parts of Mario Maker I do not like and want to change for Dabble Worlds. Well, so there is I feel like it's kind of the base RPG idea in that at its core, most turn-based RPGs are in some way about resource management. Like they're a big resource management game. Like within a battle, there's some strategy. But when you have the choice between use move A that deals a little bit of damage and move B that does a lot of damage but depletes some kind of resource, it's like that's the kind of slower game loop that you're in is, all right, I'm this far away from, recovering my, my mana pool, my whatever resource. So I need to make sure that I'm not spending it all too early. I shouldn't throw that like then. Yeah, but from a game design perspective, I feel like there is a pretty major difference between things that are items versus things that are like mana of sorts. Like in Paper Mario, it's your flower points. In I don't know, in D&D, it's your spell slots. There we go. That looks good. In there. Give me a checkpoint, though. I see bombs up ahead. That's a boss fight? I don't know. Okay, good. Quick kills. I like the quick kills. Thank you for that. So what is the difference in Paper Mario RPGs, like the good ones, between skills that are or attacks that are an item versus a skill? We're gonna have to save those magic tabs. We might need them by the end of the game. Am I already dead? I might already be dead. I don't know. Oh, that's when I need it. Okay, interesting. So I was actually fine. Just gotta wait there a little bit. McFix-It! What's going on? That might be one of the things that makes Paper Mario's 10 item limit make sense, is that having an empty slot in your inventory is kind of a big deal. So whenever you're full, you're like looking for an excuse to actually use one of those items. I was able to beat that one SMB2 level earlier, so this one should be doable. Oh. Huh. Okay, and then we're gonna go like this, and then grab this one, hit this, bounce, bounce, use that to jump up. Okay. That cannot be replenished, make you hoard them. And see, I feel like Paper Mario's like approaches that in a weird way because it makes it so you physically don't have the ability to hoard them. Oh, that goes way higher than I'm aiming. Because you can only hold 10 items, and you fill up on items like in the first area in the game. If you don't use any items, you're already gonna be full before you leave town. About functionality of the item. Yeah, so I think in Paper Mario, it's like you've got a lot of items that are like, does 2 damage or 3 damage to all enemies on the ground specifically. Okay. Oh. What am I doing there? Is that enough time for me? Oh, is that enough time for me to do a big jump maybe? What was that? Oh yeah, once I got the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, it's like, all right, well, that's all I'm using then. Even though it's like not top damage, it's like, yeah, that's good enough for me. Let me off of this ride. So 1,000-Year Door will give you like some healing items, which I never used because I would use the spell. There was like a healing sort of spell. It's just that it took a resource that you would replenish by doing combat well, so it would kind of build back up over time. Sweet treat. So it's like the fact that there was something that did the same thing. I was like, well, I'm never going to use the item version of it. Unless Sweet Treat for some reason wasn't available for, you know, for some strange reason. All right, what am I doing here? Like I can get the icicles down, and then what? No, that's what do I? Oh wait, you know what? There is a clear video on this. What am I missing here? All right, so yep, I'm through to the checkpoint. Yep, do that. Go down. Yep. Did that part. Okay, here we go. Grab. No, wait. It's past that. It's past that part. Okay, this part. Oh, ooh. Okay. And then we all right, good to know. You want to be on the second skull from the right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm seeing what we're having to do. That the snowball bounces up as it goes off of the spring, and you're actually using that extra height. Yeah, we'll see what Breath of the Wild 2 does. I am excited to play that. Hovercat's gonna buy it for me as a present. So let's see. In Thousand Year Door, you actually had like a lot of different things going on that you could use in combat. You had your just attacks that were free. Use them whenever you want, as many times as you want. Timed hits would make them more powerful. So at the beginning of the game, you're doing 2 damage from a good hammer strike, 2 damage from a good jump. Well, 1 damage twice, which was different. Then you've got your special attacks. Typically, these required you to be wearing a specific badge to use them, which the badge system was incredible because it let you have different attacks. Oh, that's it right there, but like different. Different attacks, or even make your regular attacks stronger, give you more defense or more, HP, whatever. What is the point of... Why not make this a gap? Why not make this a gap? What the crap? Welcome back, Bunny Monster. Why? I mean, I appreciate the quick kill like setup, but I feel like a gap is basically a quick kill. I don't think there's any reason for that to not be just a pit. My 2 cents there. Okay, so yeah, you have special attacks that cost, let's call it, well, it's flower points. It's not even a vertical level, exactly. I hesitate to call it mana because there's actually 2 different pools. Flower points are the big one that you get from like actually like resting in an inn or leveling up or using an item or something, or an occasional recovery move. Whoops, and I'm dead. Hearts, I don't know. The thing is that I really like the scale of Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario 64's health pools, where you start with 10 and your attacks are typically doing 2 damage. I think that's like, I think that's such a nice sweet spot because it's barrels. Because it's such a nice oh, the rolls. Gotta get the rolls out. Be right back, guys. We'll continue this discussion. I'll just turn on clips, I guess. I don't know. Sure. it has to be very fast. So I tested that to see what that looks like. This is an example of, with the big Dobbs logo. So it would go like, boom, 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 boom. The sound effect is actually not happening from the computer. Yeah, believe it or not, that's actually me making that noise with my throat. Boom.
It was so
I don't know how that creeper followed me. Because there should have been no floor for it.
No, sorry,
Oops.
I may have explained the trapdoors poorly. Trapdoor, they always see trapdoors as solid, and will therefore try.
They'll walk right in and fall.
You want to try that again? Okay, different pools. So you got kind of your mana points, but then you also have star points or something. Oh no. Please, no more levels. I'm struggling in the 3s. All right, so here is the part. Oh, that is rough. Okay, yeah, that is what it is. How you doing, Classy? We'll see what happens. We'll see how long I keep this series, this stream series going. The crap, just let me die. Absolutely not. No way, Dupu. And the star points do not replenish from things like level up or items at all. The only thing that replenishes them... Oh, Conundrum was rough. The only thing that replenishes star points is performing well in combat, like landing timed hits, or a special basically do nothing move, which was beautifully themed as appeal to the audience, because Thousand Year Door has this wonderful theming around battles in which they're all a stage play, where the audience members can actually interact with the battle, like heckle by throwing items or cheer on by throwing useful things. And the better you do, the more audience members you have, and the more audience members you have, the faster your star points replenish, because it's more people cheering you on because you're the star of the show. Not to mention all the like random battle events that were all themed about like things on the stage, like pyrotechnics or like things falling down from the rafters. It was all just very well tied together. I really love it. Okay. Oh, that is rough. I need to take another look at that, I think. Okay, show me that again. So he drops down, throws it, starts turning around. Kind of a delayed jump. We'll see. You just get such momentum from these snowballs. I guess in this case, I kind of want the momentum because it's in the direction I want to go. But I'm not getting enough height. Ooh, careful with the start over button. But yeah, that's so many different pools of like resources you have. Items, special moves, and then the star point related moves. It's like that's an awful lot. especially because they each recharge in different ways. You know, items, you just buy them or find them in the world. And I think there is like a notable difference in how you can, in how each different attack should be. Now, I don't know if there would be, if I were to make a Paper Mario game, I don't know if there would be a star point system or something else I could do for like the big attacks that like recharge over time. I might go a little bit simpler than that. But there does seem to be like a difference in how you can kind of mete out those different sort of types of attacks. It's like, okay, the ones that are item based, you can limit by just making the very powerful ones only available in certain instances, like, oh, you can only get it from this one shop, or maybe it's never found in shops. It's only as an occasional thing. There's a limited number in the game. Think actually Mario RPG, I think rock candy might fall into that category. I don't know if there was a way to get infinite rock candy. And that was 200 damage to every enemy. Of course, the damage size was very different in Mario RPG. But yeah, that's one, you can kind of limit that. For the special moves, you can just make it a high personal cost by making that's not enough by making it like badge based, like you have to have this badge equipped to use this skill. Well, that badge takes a full level worth of badge points, therefore it's like, is this really worth one level up just to even have this in your menu? Because then on top of that, you have to spend the flower points to use the skill, and that may take like 3 or 4 flower points, and you've only got 5 at level 1 until you spend a level increasing that. It's like, oh, now you gotta really consider it. But it gives you the option, whereas items do not. It's like, if it's in your inventory, sure. And items you can sell. Sometimes you can buy them. In Thousand Year Door, POWs could just be purchased. But the idea is you can only hold so many items at a time, which means even though the price may be only like 5 or 10 coins, which means like ultimately like you can basically get one for free. It's practically free, but you can't store that many. And so the limited item space makes a lot of sense balance-wise, because items are pretty powerful and not very expensive. And honestly, it seemed like the thing that they make you spend money on more in Thousand Year Door is new badges. Like, they don't make you spend it on like healing items and stuff. It's like, that's a nice to have, but there's usually options, like there's usually healing areas in a lot of the dungeons that are very reasonably priced, cheaper than healing items that you could use in combat. So typically the only kind of healing item you usually by choice be lugging around is the ones that can let you revive. Which, interestingly, in Thousand Year Door, those items are used automatically. Like, you don't have to select, I want to revive this party member. It's just, if there is a dead party member, as soon as they collapse, if you have that item in your inventory, it restores them immediately. Which is kind of nice, because in your typical RPGs, you get into this like action economy rough spot whenever an enemy or whenever a party member whenever a party member dies, it's like, okay, now to get them back, I have to spend a turn reviving them. They're not even going to be put at full health. It's like it's rough. Yeah. Definitely. Now here's the theming wise. Badges would usually take the form of some kind of augmentation to one of Mario's attacks in Thousand Year Door. In Thousand Year Door, you had two main attack types. You had Jump, which was not as strong, but could hit multiple times. And it could also hit flying enemies. And then you had Hammer, which was a single attack that would deal more damage. And could also hit enemies that were spiky or on fire or something like that, but not enemies in the air. So it's like, all right, you've got this innate balance already built in. Because you're like, all right, I can do, 1 damage twice or 2 damage once. So at the beginning, it doesn't matter really. And it's just about like figuring out, okay, can this enemy be hit by this or that? Can my partner hit the enemy in the back? No. Then I need to focus the enemy in the back while my partner hits the one in the front. So cool stuff right from the get-go. And then the badges would be something like, now you have an attack. How in the world do you get that far up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 tiles. So I need to be 2 tiles off the ground and get a running jump. Yeesh. All this for a checkpoint. So a badge in Thousand Year Door would be something like, now you have access to an attack that can jump on every enemy in sequence, or jump on a single enemy until you miss the timing, or use your hammer for a particularly powerful attack, or use your hammer to bounce an enemy back into all the other enemies, knock them into him to deal damage to all enemies. Or swing your hammer onto the ground to hit all ground-based enemies with a powerful attack. So the badges were always themed about, like, you already have this base attack, but here's the same attack, but stronger, different theming, different targeting, fire-based, ice-based, status effect inducing, that kind of thing. Items, on the other hand, would be the ones that don't fit those. And worth mentioning that badges never gave your partners new attacks. They only had their base attacks that they would get throughout the game, and that's it. The only thing that the partners would get badge based is like extra health or extra attack or defense stats, or immunities, that kind of thing. But yeah, the items would be something like a POW block. They were very frequently Mario themed, but not always. A fire flower, which attacks all enemies with fire damage. A POW block, which attacks all ground enemies. A lightning bolt that strikes one enemy for like a lot of damage. Cool stuff like that. So if I were gonna go something like that, you would first off want to figure out what is the hammer equivalent in Dabble Worlds. Because I don't have Dabble Worlds 94 to theme off of. I cannot get enough jump height there. I was kind of thinking yo-yo. It seems the most interesting to work with because in addition to being in combat, Thousand Year Door, Mario's main abilities are also his overworld abilities. Oh, baseball. Could even do baseball bat. It's a little bit Earthbound. There is no baseball bat in Dabble Worlds, but who's to say that that's not a thing for just the Dabble universe? Earthbound is a Dabble Worlds clone, confirmed. Oh, see, look at that. The snowball doesn't even go that high. It only bounces like 1 block up. You need every bit of that, huh? Let me look at that video again. Let me look at it in slow motion. Half speed. Okay, throw. That is really tight. Oh, that is down to the wire kind of tight. Oh. Okay. I think what I saw as a preview from the last room is that after this is like maybe a boss fight. Oh, see, I'm only getting the short hop there because it's based on the speed I'm walking in relation to my ground. So I have to be, if I want to move left, I really need to be able to kind of curve into it a bit. Yeah, baseball bat would certainly work. I could think of some interesting ways to make that one happen. See, because then item makes sense of like item would be a barrel. Or a yo-yo, which could target any enemy. Barrel would only target the first ground-based enemy and would chain into a jump, I guess. That feels almost overpowered, doesn't it? Like chain into a jump, but it's like the mock-up that I had going was like, okay, that kind of seems cool. If you could do that. Yeah, a lot of the gadgets that exist in Dabble Worlds would make for cool items in an RPG. Yeah, rocket. Oh, we haven't even scratched the surface of what partners do in Thousand Year Door. 'Cause there's a whole mess of stuff going on there. Oh, that felt okay, but it wasn't enough. All right, hold on. How does he land on the snowball in this clear video? All right, so he's moving right. He throws, jumps really high up. He's trying to curve left. He's getting that. Yeah, he's landing on it. He's landing on it right. He's still mostly overlapping the night sky. Why is this not a pit? I really don't understand. All right, here we go again. Ah, feels so close. Yeah, there's in-combat stuff, and then there's also some out-of-combat stuff. That's one of the big things, is that in Thousand Year Door, every partner has like an overworld ability that kind of makes it vaguely Metroidvania. Like not not exactly, but like the idea that every partner gives you the ability to reach new areas that you couldn't before in some way. Except for the first one, which has to be the your guide to the world, like your clue partner, the one that like gives you information about when you're stuck on a puzzle or want to know an enemy's weakness. This jump is awful. Rover. Rover is not even officially part of the Dabble World's canon. Usually the partner serves as your liaison to this strange world you find yourself in. Which actually made more sense in Thousand Year Door. Because in Thousand Year Door, you were not in the Mushroom Kingdom. You were in a whole nother area. And you had you had a grad student who was teaching you all of this stuff. Actually, is Rogueport in the Mushroom Kingdom? I don't think so. I think it was separate. All of the female partners in Thousand Year Door were in love with Mario. Every single one of them. Half the cast was in love with Mario. It was really weird. But obviously, you know, for Dabble Worlds, you gotta have a snail in there. Maybe some kind of pig. A lot of times it's you know, one of the... Oh, that one felt okay. Am I moving across too fast, maybe? But it can't just be a snail or just a pig. It's like, oh, it's a pig who wants to be a chef, or it's a snail who wants to, you know, do a thing that snails don't normally do. Oh, I've never died there before. Yeah, it's a pig with sunglasses. It's a pig who's a boat captain. He's very cool because he has sunglasses, you see. But then his big Act 2 confession is that he's not actually that cool. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, crap. That's slippery. Okay, we go. We've proven it's possible. It's just extremely finicky. Jeez, that is an awful, awful jump. Germed of Dupu and Al. Yeah, if I make such a game, I'm sure I can... Everybody will have cameos, but that's about it. All this to say, the barrel thing, it seems like so much setup for that payoff of like, okay, he's gonna roll on the barrel, bump into the first enemy, bonk the first enemy backwards, and in turn chain that into starting to jump. That's a lot going on, and I'm like, how in the world do we make that like simple enough that like not every... Like, is every attack that complicated? Is every attack like this massive, this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen? So you need like a spreadsheet to figure out your move? It just seems like a lot. It's like, I love the idea of the barrel setup. Or maybe is it like, okay, that's just like oh dang it, I didn't even let go of this stupid snowball. Yeah, if based on what we've discussed so far, it feels like that would be a like an item, because it's not related to the baseball bat or the jump. It's a thing you have to pull out to use. Nope, not that one. Exactly, you wouldn't use it every turn. It'd be like, okay, hey, the enemies happen to be perfectly lined up for this. This is the time for it to shine. Yeah, other stuff that moves things. I was thinking, is it like sometimes there's just some items on the battlefield that, like, they're not items you pick up, they're just items that are part of the stage, kind of like you're playing a level. You know? It's like, oh, there just happens to be a barrel on the battlefield for this combat. Can I use that to my advantage? Are the enemies gonna hit it and bump me around? Yeah, and obviously scripted stuff for boss fights is a thing. It's like, hey, barrel, sweet. I can use that. Like maybe it acts as a, a neutral third party in the middle of the battlefield. And it's like, okay, you can use it, you can avoid it. What do you want to do? But then, like, what other items can there be? Oh, it is so hard to get the right momentum on this jump. I really want to look up the comments from when this level was approved. Make sure I'm not the only one. Like, 3-minute world record on this. Nobody has been, like, one-shotting this. Jeez. Nope. Nope. Yeah, yo-yo, though, feels like that'd be a straight-up item of attack anyone on the battlefield kind of thing. No questions asked. Or is it just a third? Ooh, or is it like... In Thousand Year Door, you just got two base options of hammer and jump. What if you had, like, bat, jump? That was almost it. Bat, jump, and yo-yo. But then it's like, oof, jeez, this is getting a bit much. Almost. I want to watch my own play there back, like, frame by frame. See if I can identify, am I moving in too fast? Am I doing something else wrong? I need to go to bed. I have work in the morning. I really don't want to go to bed because I'll have to go to work in the morning. And that does suck. this is all down to how much speed I have on the snowball. So I feel like I just need to land on the snowball like right after it bounces off the spring. But I need to already have some leftward momentum somehow. This part I've got down pat, no problems. Yeah, he's landing on that snowball pretty soon. How many frames is he on it for? Only 5 frames. That was about the right spot to land on it, according to the clear video. Wow, did not expect to actually make that. All right, this jump again. Here we go. That feels so close. Man. That is such a precise bit of momentum you need there. That's so strange. Like, this level otherwise is like very forgiving with its setups. Like, I guess landing on a snowball is not free, but like, yeah, everything else in this. That time I didn't get enough height. Huh. And the fact that it's, you know, super slippery everywhere is not helping. I've gotten up there once and I wasn't ready for it because I just was so surprised by it. All right, how about let me look at his run and see. Is he doing a full jump off of that wiggler? All right, his jump caps out at the first skull. He's like right under the first skull at the peak of his jump. But hang on though. The peak of his jump depends. How about this? How many bounces is he doing on that? Oh, he does 2. He does 2. Okay, he was to the right of the blue platform specifically. And he does a little jump off the first wiggler before he makes the. Why are there munchers here? We'll put a pit. I don't know why that bugs me so much that that's not just a pit. There was like it was a muncher quota that had to be reached. All right, so what is going on here? That was about it. It's always just like, almost. It's almost it. And I have verified on the clear video that is what you're supposed to do. that's not. That was not what you're supposed to do. Ah, so weird. Nope, not enough height. Not enough height. I don't know why. All right. Let's call it here. I'm just going to leave the switch in hibernate right here. We're going to go over to Germ Dove. So how many clears tonight? 4. Things have certainly slowed down once we hit the 3.0s. You know, the 1.0s, the 1.5s, it's like, all right, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, clear, clear, clear. 3.0s, that we're averaging, I guess, about 30 minutes for a clear. Just wait until we get to like the 6s where we spend an entire stream and we don't beat a level. What's the highest I still need to clear? So I've already cleared the 8 and the 7s. 6 is the highest right now. There's only a couple of 6s, and they're both like by Salt Lake, and Salt Lake's levels are very consistent. Like the setups are always very clean. So they can be hard. But I never feel like I'm having to do some really weird, like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't kind of thing. Hopefully that holds true. Thanks guys for hanging out. Friday, I will be back. I think we're going to do a game dev stream. We're just going to like open up Unity and just try and learn how to make it work. I like talking Dabble. I like talking Thousand Year Door, so it's a win-win. Does that count as a special interest? Good night.